Welcome. Today we're uncovering a fascinating truth about history. Some of the most famous quotes were never actually spoken by the people we credit. These misattributions spread through books, speeches, and now the internet. Let's explore 10 famous sayings and their true, surprising origins.
First up, let them eat cake. We all think Marie Antoinette said this about starving peasants. But there's no historical record she ever did.
The phrase appeared in Rousseau's writings years before the French Revolution, attributed to an unnamed, great princess. The myth stuck to Marie Antoinette later. Number 2, elementary, my dear Watson. Sherlock Holmes never says this exact phrase in any of Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's original stories. It was popularized by actors in early film and radio adaptations. The closest Doyle came was elementary in one story and my dear Watson in others. Third, money is the root of all evil. This is a misquote. The actual biblical verse from Timothy says, the love of money is a root of all kinds of evil. That small change significantly alters the meaning. It's not money itself, but the obsessive desire for it that leads to problems. Fourth, nice guys finish last. Baseball manager Leo Durocher was describing a specific team, not making a universal rule about morality. His full quote was about the opposing team's playing style. It was later shortened and twisted into a cynical life lesson he never intended. Fifth, be the change you wish to see in the world. A beautiful sentiment, but Gandhi's exact words were more nuanced and self-reflective. He actually wrote, if we could change ourselves, the tendencies in the world would also change. The popular version is a simplified paraphrase. Sixth, play it again, Sam. In the film Casablanca, Rick never says this exact line. He says, play it, and Ilsa later says, play it, Sam. Our memory merged the two phrases. It's a classic case of how collective recollection can reshape pop culture history. Seventh, the only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is for good men to do nothing. Often credited to Edmund Burke, but its origin is unclear. Similar ideas appear in his writings, but this precise phrasing isn't there. It likely evolved from later interpretations of his philosophy. Eighth, Houston, we have a problem. Apollo 13 astronaut Jack Swigert actually said, Houston, we've had a problem. The movie changed the tense. The film version, with Tom Hanks, made the present tense, quote, iconic. It's a rare case where the misquote is more famous than the real one. Ninth, Luke, I am your father. Darth Vader's actual line is, no, I am your father. Our memory adds the name Luke for clarity. This misquote is so pervasive it's a staple of pop culture references. It shows how our brains fill in details to make memories cleaner. 10th, mirror, mirror on the wall. In Disney's Snow White, the Queen says, magic mirror on the wall. The misquote comes from older fairy tale translations. So why do these misquotes happen? They're often simpler, more dramatic, or fit our existing beliefs about a historical figure. They spread because they're good stories, but checking sources matters. It helps us understand history and people more accurately. Next time you hear a perfect quote, take a moment. A quick search might reveal a more interesting, complex truth behind the words. History is full of surprises. Thanks for joining us to uncover the real stories behind these famous phrases. Remember to question and keep learning.